GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook as we seek to close out this week towards just after the middle of November. It's been good having you, and we're glad that you could join us. We try to stay away from oil because in this network, there's so much presented about oil, newspaper, radio, and politics. But oil and politics are inseparable from our lifeblood. Those are the things that everybody talks about everywhere, every time. So we're going to talk a little bit about it today. And if you notice, I waited until Friday to come to this. One commentator, Mr. Nigel Hines, chartered accountant, who was a leader, one of the leaders in one of the new parties contesting the elections, has come out and said, he's raising the bar on himself and on our local political circles. He said that the PPP, the PNC, and the AFC, our major parties, are united in the sellout of Guyana's oil resources. I agree. I am glad that somebody of this presence and significance has lent his voice to what weighs down, what hangs over our head, what is the reality that we deal with daily as Kaieteur News, Kaieteur Radio brings out more and more revelations, troubling revelations about what has happened and what is still happening with our oil. There was the PPP government, the old one, and the current one. There was the PNC government. I like to call them that because whatever they are, coalition, APNU, AFC, this umbrella body, that's really what it is. Here's the story. It was the same thing with our oil. They're always loud. Political people are always loud. They have a thought. They have a string of words. I call them 100 to 1. No, we're not talking about horse race. They'll give you 100 words when one will suffice. On everything, they have a lot to say. In elections, we couldn't stop them from talking. Who won, who lost, democracy, blah, 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 endlessly. Now, here's this. On our oil, they're both silent. They give us a little piece here and a little piece there, and it's very carefully studied, and it's very cautiously presented. The PNC, the opposition, which is no opposition, says, we don't know. But what was it doing for 5 years? What was it doing for 5 years? They plead ignorance. They're depending upon Kaieteur newspaper, Kaieteur disclosures. Who's running this country? Who was in charge? The PPP government comes out and say, well, the story is not as it appears. And then the Honorable Vice President of all people, a man who could be voluminous in all things, is very sparse with his words. No laws were broken. No evidence of corruption. Because he says so, that doesn't mean it is so. Look at what has happened. Billions of barrels of oil have been handed over to people who turned around and then were outsourced or sold a part of that. And where are the funds from that coming? Who benefits from that? Where are Guyanese in that mix? Why is the opposition leadership so silent? Why does it not say something, anything of substance with our oil? Something is going on here, and it's sinister. It's wrong, it's impoverishing, and it's going to destroy us. Both parties have their heads together. They're working in cahoots. Until the next time, This is GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for sharing this week with us, and my prayers are that you'll have a blessed weekend. Until the next time.